Dating. I'm your host, Rachel Valentine. Today we're diving into some major controversies that have people talking. Today we have a very interesting topic on deck. It's getting cold outside, and some people are excited for the snow, and some people are dreading that their seasonal depression is going to kick in because it's dark at 4 p.m. Today we debate on winter versus summer, which is a superior time of year. Here to help me answer this hot topic, on my right is Simon Nealon, and my left, Lauren Leone. Thank you both for being here today. Now let's start with Lauren and hear your opening arguments for why summer is better.
Thank you, Rachel. Well, I know that as the seasons are changing, I'm not feeling that great because it's getting so dark out, like you mentioned. And in the summer, the days are longer, it's brighter, it's sunnier, warmer. Everything about it is just much better. And so that alone makes summer a winner for me. But I must say, the fact that summer vacation comes around, and for some people who have specific jobs, they get to have all that time off from work and us from school. It's something I look forward to every single year. So summer is by far the best.
Now, Simon, what are your kind of opening statements, and how can you rebut that a little bit?
Well, Rachel, winter is superior. That's the first thing I'm going to say. It's just superior. There's more things to do. You can be cozy all the time. You think about garments, you think about clothes, you think about socks, right? Everything you wear is like a blanket. You can't do that in the summer. You just can't.
Now, is something you want to do really be wearing a blanket at all times, Lauren?
Absolutely not. Are you kidding me? The last thing I want to be doing is staying inside all day, having to crank my heat, running up those bills, having to wear a bunch of layers, carry heat warmers with me, hand warmers with me. Absolutely not. I don't want to be doing that. Whereas in the summer, if you want to be warm, you can just hang outside. If you want to cool off, you can go jump in a pool. There's so many options that don't require wearing a whole bunch of layers in the summer.
Well, when we're talking about different seasons and different things to do, Simon, what are some of your favorite winter activities that you think are superior to things that you can't do in the summer?
Well, in the winter, you can make gingerbread houses, which are scrumptious. You can snowboard, you can ski, you can sled, you can tube. There's way more fun things to do in the winter.
Are those things really more fun, Lauren? I mean, what are some of your favorite things to do in the summer?
First of all, what Simon said didn't really make any sense. You can make gingerbread houses anytime you want. You can go tubing in the water. Water tubing is fantastic, but you can do so much more. You can go hiking outdoors, swimming. You can go on a nice vacation, a beautiful hike. So many things that you can do outdoors in nature that you couldn't do when there's a bunch of snow and ice all around and it's hard to travel. So infinite options in the summertime.
Right, so in the summer, we mentioned talking about garments and clothes earlier. When you're hot in the summer, you can really only take off so many pieces of clothes. So Simon, what would you say in kind of regards to in the summer, what are you going to do, walk around naked if you're too hot?
Well, that's the thing. That's why summer just absolutely sucks, is because you can't control the overall feeling of comfort you have. Because if it's too hot, there's nothing you can do about it. Lauren mentioned a lot of different activities, a lot of different things, but you know what they all involve, like tubing and a boat and swimming? Money. Money. You need money to do those activities. In the winter, you can walk outside and have a snowball fight, make an igloo, make a snowman at zero cost dollars.
You don't think there's a lot of free summer activities that you could also do?
Absolutely. Are you kidding me? There are infinite options, like I mentioned earlier, in the summer. If you're going to go outside in the winter, you need layers upon layers. You need coats, hats, scarves, gloves. You also need to make sure that you're sufficiently heating your home, heating your car. All of those rack up the expenses, which in the summer you don't have to worry about things like clearing off your car in the morning before you go to work and making sure that you're carrying a bunch of extra layers with you. That's just a no-brainer in the summer. So Simon, I disagree.
Yeah, it kind of sounds to me like you spend a lot of money in the winter. Simon, what do you have to say about that?
Not at all, and that's where I'm going to stop right there. And I want to ask you a question, Rachel. So when we talk about winter, are we just talking about the season, the period of time between December to the spring?
We're talking about the feeling of winter, the coldness, the chill,
okay.
the months of darkness and sadness.
All right, so there's no sadness, no darkness. When everything is lit up, absolutely beautiful, lights everywhere, trees decorated, and the smell of eggnog, spice, and hot cocoa wherever you go, how can you beat that?
You can beat it by feeling a whole lot better in the summertime when it's light outside and you don't have to simulate the feeling of warmth and light in the wintertime so that you can cure your seasonal depression. I feel awful in the winter. I have no motivation. It's dark outside all the time and it just makes me a less productive person. So good for you that you're able to, but I can say for a lot of people that is not the case.
I would say that during the summer you generally have a longer day too, so how can you cram in all your favorite winter activities when the days are shorter?
So my favorite activity in the winter and also just year round, and I think this helps cure seasonal depression, right? And you talk about darkness. When you party, no one wants to party during the day. That's a shame. If you're dartying and you're out of college, you gotta make an excuse so you don't seem like a degenerate adult. If it's nighttime at 5 p.m., it's party time, P-A-R-T. Why? Because I've gotta. Party all night, 5 p.m. to 1 a.m. It stays dark. We got the lights going. We got the booze flowing. Way better.
So are you partying with your hot hands and your 17 jackets and mittens and gloves, or are those things that maybe are more fun to do in the summer when you don't have to wear 6 coats?
Yeah, why would you want to go out to a party wearing all those layers? When I'm going to go out, I just want to have fun. I want to have a good time. I don't want to be worrying about bringing all these extra things with me. And also, you have way more time to party in the summer. You can get going early in the day and go all through the night. You don't have to worry about going inside in a snowstorm, possibly disrupting your plans. So I totally disagree with your point about partying in the winter.
Yeah, so I think both of you guys made some great points today. Thank you so much for being here. That's all the time we have for today, and I want to thank both of our guests, Simon and Lauren, for everything that was discussed. Coming up next after the break, it's TikTok versus Vine, the newcomer versus the OG app. Which rules all? Stay tuned. We will be right back.